everybody to the channel. My name is Matt and this is the Gaming Corner. Too low, do it again, Liz. Don't know if you guys heard that, but my daughter's making her fart sounds. Now, today what we are going to talk about is my favorite unit of all time, the Sega Genesis, Master System, Dreamcast, stuff like that. My favorite console company back in the day, the Sega. So, first thing we're going to do about talking about the games that I got is we're going to go over just game replacement case that I got and stuff like that. Nothing major at the moment, but I picked up a replacement case for Mortal Kombat for the 32X. The yellow coloring's a little bit off and stuff like that, and the game really doesn't sit in here perfectly, but it's in a box. It'll look better on my shelf. So, first and foremost. The next one, when it comes to game replacements or whatever, this one's kind of throwing me off because I don't know what happened. I bought Wolverine Adamantium Revenge from Respawn before. And I know there's a video showing gameplay footage of it because I tested the game to make sure it worked. It did. And I thought I put the game in here. I never did. I have no clue where I put the game. I can't find it. It's buried someplace behind me somewhere, and I haven't been able to find it. So on eBay I found a guy who was selling the game for really cheap because it was really badly damaged. Somebody super glued the thing. So I bought it, tried it out, and as you can see from the gameplay coming up here, it does work. But here is a new one that's going in there. So I got the game again. I told my son if I ever find the original one that was in here, I'll give him this one. But at least now, my game is complete. I still don't know where the hell the other one is. So that's going to lead us over to another game that I have been trying my damnedest to get the Revision 00 or the first run copy of the game. And it's not easy to do. Some people who know they have the original try to sell it for way too expensive. Others still sell it at a decent price, some don't. But I've been buying a lot of these games, cartridge only, from stores like when GameStop was selling Genesis games and stuff like that, I'd buy it from there. I bought, I think, one from DK Oldies. If I'd find them sitting on a shelf someplace at a retro store, I'd buy the game also. I believe I might have even purchased one of them from Respawn, I think. But I haven't been lucky. I've gotten close, but I haven't gotten the original release until now. And that is the Revenge of Shinobi. This one is somewhat damaged. But as you can see from the gameplay popping up here, when you make it to round 3 in this game and you see Rambo here with the flamethrower, you know you got the right game. Alright, so that's now going to take us over to the next two games, which are both Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, or Sega Genesis games, US release. And the first one is Shangri-La. At least I hope I said that right. Dragon's Eye. Now, I know how to play the tiles game, Mahjong, I think it's how you pronounce it. I know how to play that, I know how to match tiles. I've never learned how to play the actual game of it, which, as you can see from this gameplay footage up here, I was trying. And I am going to say that I actually won a match against the computer. The game is complete in box. And actually, for this game, for what it is, it's a very relaxing game on the Genesis. I also have one of these on my Master System. I need to get one for my Saturn yet. But these are very relaxing games. Now, this next one. When I bought this one, it was the artwork, the instruction manual, and the game. And when I mentioned in one of my other videos that I bought the wrong box type thing for what I was going after, this was part of that incorrect buy. It was supposed to be, I was supposed to get an empty box for Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. I got the empty box for this game instead. So, but it is Combat Cars. This one is very much like a Micro Machines game, like you're seeing the gameplay footage going on up here. You're battling out each other and all that. Now, the only bad part about these replacement boxes is they are designed specifically for Genesis cartridges. So if there are any awkward shaped ones, like Aquiline did on this, really doesn't fit. You got to kind of break stuff apart and get it in there, which I did. But it's in, it closes, it works, I'm good. Definitely a fun game. Alright, that's going to move us over to Sega Mega Drive games. Now you can kind of see sitting behind me back here, right there, where I got the other thing on top of it. That is my Sega Mega Drive with the Mega CD. So that it is the Japanese console. And this first game that I bought, got a really good deal on it. I knew it wasn't going to have any English translations on it, or it wasn't going to be an English and a Japanese version of the game like some of them are. But I decided I'd give it a shot anyways, and that is Landstalker. So it's an action RPG game. It is strictly Japanese, which is fine. It's still a fun game. It's complete. You know, you can see a little bit of gameplay pop up here. I'll never figure out what the story is in this one. Lucky enough, this is on my Sega Genesis Mini, so I can play it there. But I decided to give it a shot. Why not? Let's buy it. It was a good deal. Can't complain. When I got that one, the guy also gave me a deal on this one, which also got me extra money off because it was also buy two on his site, so kind of helped out. This one was well worth it though. Whip Rush. Don't care that the story in it, if you're watching the beginning, is in Japanese or not. I really don't care. It's a shoot 'em up. It's a blast, and it is well worth it. You can see the gameplay popping up here. Complete in box, and he even has the manual protected. But yeah, this one, there is an English version of it, which I'm looking for now, but well worth it. That's going to leave us with one more Japanese game. Now, this is one that I honestly didn't really need to buy, but the American version is region locked, so you can't put the American version into Japanese Mega Drive and play it. You'd have to have another Genesis hooked up without the 32X on it to be able to play the original one, but you could play the 32X version instead. And that is Virtual Racing. So since I don't have a 32X on my Mega Drive, I figured this was a great way to go. This way here I can still pop in the original Genesis version, play it on my CRT TV, have a lot of fun with it, and it was also a really good price. Gameplay footage you are seeing from Virtual Racing is actually being done on my Mega Retron HD, because Virtual Racing will not work on the Retron 5. But it does work on the Mega Retron HD, so I can get gameplay footage from there. Alright, that's going to leave us with our first, how do you call these ones? I wouldn't say officially licensed title games, but they are made for the Genesis. This is made by Mad Cat Studios. They make a lot of 16-bit games, a lot of 8-bit games. You can get them on Steam, all that kind of stuff too. But I had to have the Genesis cartridge of one of them, and it is, however you pronounce that, Argus Revolution. This is a really neat, what do you want to call it, like a third party, well after the Genesis Life type idea. This is well worth it. It's really nicely designed. You know, it does say 16 meg instead of the Sega Genesis and all that, but this is an official game that was released type idea. And as you see from the gameplay, this is actually kind of fun. It's kind of like, almost like you're driving like a tank type idea. A and C will rotate you left and right. You can go up and down, you can move side to side. Having a blast with this one. And the sound effects and the music and the speech in this thing is insane. Alright, that leaves us with one other game that was a major late release in the Dreamcast life. Your Dreamcast does have to be able to play burned CDs to be able to do this because of the way it is made, so you do need a Dreamcast with the correct numbers on it. Both of mine have them, because I do have two Dreamcasts. I have one hooked up to my computer and one that's hooked up to the TV over here. The games work on both of them. This is similar to like Xeno Crisis? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Xeno Crisis. Where it's made by a third-party company. It is official release on the Saturn, on the Dreamcast and all that. You can get this game on Steam, which I'll show the Dreamcast on this side, Steam on this side, so you get an idea of what the game looks like from both. But it is called Shadow Gangs. If you're a Shinobi fan, this is one to get. The guys that made this have, I think you can still back it on Kickstarter right now. They do have another one coming that's going to be on the Genesis also. I am definitely going after that one. Shadow Gangs. You can see by the gameplay footage going on here, definitely very Shinobi-like. Definitely well worth it. If I could find the link for the Shadow Gangs 0, I'll have it down below so you can see what that one looks like too, but yeah, definitely well worth the buy. This one you can get online still. Like I said, you can get it on Steam. I think you can get it on your Xbox and your PlayStations. Definitely something to look into if you like the old style Shinobi games and something of a homage to it, because it's definitely well worth it. Now, I did say back in the start of 2025 that I really wanted to work on Master System games. And I do have the Sega Mark III here, which is the Japanese Master System. That one can play Sega SG-1000 games, so this unit right before the Master System. And I've got a couple games for that now, and I picked up two more, because I did forget I was supposed to be buying a lot of Master System stuff, so that was my fault. But the first one I picked up was Monaco GP. This is an SG-1000 game. This will not work on my Master System. One, because the cartridge is the wrong size anyways. But it does work on my Mark III. Now, the gameplay footage you're going to see popping up over here is actually off an emulator. I don't have my TV backed up to come over to here, so can't really do that. But this does work. It's not quite what I was thinking. I was thinking it was going to be an earlier version of Super Monaco, but I feel like you're driving a tractor in this thing, you're trying to avoid traffic. It's fun though. I gotta admit, it's a lot of fun. The next game is one I remember from the arcades. I remember having it on my ColecoVision. I swore the ColecoVision ran better than this one does, but this one does run kind of choppy. You'll see when the gameplay pops up, it's not very smooth moving with the scrolling on the screen. But it's a game I love, and it is Zaxxon. This has always been a very fun game. This one brings back major memories. I played this in the arcades a lot. And as you see by the gameplay footage, like I said, it moves kind of crappy. This is, even on the emulator, it moves just like it does on here on the TV. But I can't complain for the way it plays, because it is an SG-1000. Don't even know how many bits that thing had or anything. And I'm glad that the emulator plays it the exact same way, even though it would be nice to boost it up in frame rate to get it to scroll smoothly. But alright, that was it for my lovely Sega units for now. Stay tuned for the next one. I do have a few Xbox games I need to talk about yet, because I did get a couple of those. And apparently my daughter is still passing gas over there. She's just a little gassy, don't worry guys, it's just a little gas. But other than that, guys, I want to thank everybody who has signed up to my channel. I appreciate that very much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.